Welcome back to our podcast, the podcast where we take big concepts that are out there, where business intersects with society, and we try to boil it down to how leaders can create momentum. I'm Bonnie.
And I'm Nora. Welcome back. And in today's episode, we're going to explore what separates innovation from creativity. And if you're a leader that is feeling the need to innovate, what can you consider from a scale, impact, equity perspective when taking big or small ideas and putting them into meaningful action?
Love it.
Should we jump in?
Let's do it.
So I've been finding all of a sudden I'm embracing this identity as an English teacher, which is ironic given English was the worst subject for me in high school, which is probably another conversation we can have as a native English speaker, why I was not good at English in school. But this topic of innovation, it was something independently, I think both of us were experiencing. And then you mentioned something to me one day. I was like, oh my gosh, yes. That I've been feeling in many conversations with business leaders, some of our clients, just our own team. In this world where there's a lot of changes, people are saying, we need to innovate. And then I'll say, okay, well, what does that mean to you? Like, tell me more about that. And sometimes I was feeling like innovate and creativity and ideation, invention were all being used interchangeably. So I'd love for this conversation to kind of first look at what does innovation mean? Let's stop and actually unpack what does innovation mean? And then start to look at, what does that mean for who it benefits? What does that mean for leaders and some other maybe common pitfalls or traps where it's misused or overused?
Right. Yeah. Let's go beyond the buzzword.
Yeah.
Unpack what it is. To your point, I've been really wondering about, like, is innovation still innovation if it doesn't benefit everyone? Does it just become exclusivity? So let's touch upon that too. How do you create a culture of innovation?
Yeah.
But also, how does your culture maybe influences how you look at innovation?
Ooh, interesting.
So yeah, I think maybe let's start with the English teacher in you.
Want to be English teacher?
I would say you touched upon the point of like innovation, ideation, brainstorming, impact, all big words. I would say creativity is about being original, right? Doing something new. Innovation to me is more about making an impact. So it's more about the outcome. What do you think about it?
Yeah, for me, I've thought about it in terms of, to use an analogy, the one thing is the creativity or the original part could be writing a beautiful song. Then for it to truly be an innovation, and maybe it's that impact or the outcome part you talk about, it's the difference of writing the beautiful song, then getting it in everybody's playlists, and then having a lot of people around the world know it by heart and break out in song all the time. To me, and so maybe this is a poor example, but it's the same kind of analogy of taking an idea, how do you get it into the hands of others and have people truly accept it and become advocates and run away with it on you?
I think it's a great analogy.
Thank you.
and I do also think it is where businesses often get confused, to put it lightly. They talk about innovation kind of when they are brainstorming in a room and writing that song to your analogy. But brainstorming is not innovation.
No, I fully agree with that.
It's funny because I came across this quote that, like, as we were starting to talk about innovation and what does it mean, it's always like as if you put it out there in the universe and everything comes your way, right? But this quote from Eleanor Roosevelt says something, or says kind of, great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, and small minds discuss people. Which I thought, like, if you put that in the perspective of innovation, it made me wonder if we say innovation is about the impact or the output, like even the great minds only discuss the ideas. So just made me wonder, what kind of mind is required to then actually innovate and make the impact? Is it a genius? Is that a brilliant mind? Or maybe it is not like the bigger the better. It's
Right.
more around the grit, the determination, the seeing it through, the stubbornness, maybe to actually do it.
Yeah. So like creativity is more of the original ideas, big or small. But to move it from creativity or ideation into the innovation category, it becomes about action, implementation, acceptability, adoption, and maybe widespread adoption, maybe not widespread adoption. Maybe we can debate that in a second. But is that what you're seeing as kind of listening
Yeah.
to you a little bit? And as I think about it, what makes innovation? It's almost like it could become a formula.
Right.
Innovation equals, oh, now I'm a math teacher. Innovation equals creativity plus action plus impact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're getting somewhere.
And it's interesting, maybe this is why in some conversations where I sense this frustration with leaders of we need to change, we need to do things differently, we need to innovate, they usually are disappointed at the end.
Right.
And maybe because
nothing comes of it.
Yeah. And maybe it's because they're focusing so much energy on the big ideas and they're all over a whiteboard or a Miro board or whatever it may be, but they never actually leave that whiteboard and are never tested, implemented, and truly see that impact that they want to see in adoption.
Yeah. So there's definitely something in that action, implementation, and
Yeah.
impact.